Thursday, the 24th of November. It's Thanksgiving. It is 3:30 in the afternoon, and it's about 60 degrees out. Not real optimistic, but figured I better get out. Gun season starts on Monday. See what happens. Also, I forgot my optics tonight. I knew that at the truck when I parked, and I just decided to come anyway because I've sat in the stand, I think, 3 times this year, 2 or 3 times anyway, and I know my distances pretty well, so might miss my binoculars trying to look at stuff through the woods, but I guess if it's not close enough to tell what it is, it doesn't really matter anyway. So I didn't bring a camera with zoom either. All I have is a point and shoot action camera, so we'll see what transpires tonight. Also don't have the battery for the Ozonics, so I dropped that at the truck, and I'm just running nose jammer. I did take a shower right before I came. Don't think I sweated all getting in here, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully they're moving tonight. It's supposed to rain in a few hours. Well, it is Thanksgiving evening. It's 10 o'clock at night. Had a crazy hunt. Anyway, I was sitting there on my phone because nothing was happening. I'd kicked some deer out going in, and it was dead silent in there, and the leaves were really, really crunchy and loud. So, messing with my phone, look up, saw a buck at like 70, 80 yards. Beams looked good. Couldn't really tell his tines, didn't have binoculars. Set my phone. Well, I thought I put it in my hip pocket, but apparently I set it on my lap. Stood up, had my bow in my hand already. My phone fell all the way to the ground, like 15 feet. He definitely noticed something making noise. He eventually meandered over my way, directly downwind of me, and when he got with like 20 to 30 yards, I had a good look at his beams. I thought his beams were decent, but his tines were too short. He was a 8 or a 9 with his left G3 broke off. Decided I was not going to take a shot at this deer. I kind of shifted myself a little bit just to get a better look at him. I think he saw me move, because I did it when he went behind a tree, but it was kind of a small tree. And he jumped and ran back the way he came, just like, 10 feet. And then he just kind of worked in my wind for a while, trying to figure out what spooked him. In the meantime, I heard leaves crunching, something was coming. Finally got turned around, and I saw it was another deer coming, and then I saw it was a buck, and then I saw it was a good buck. I took a shot when he was 15 yards, quartering towards me, and I think it went in probably towards the back of his diaphragm, I would guess, and probably through his gut. The arrow's there. The nock is lit. He jumped. He ran like 15 or 20 yards. He gave me a shot at 20 yards. I thought I hit him, behind the shoulder, a little bit high, but not real high. Definitely in the diaphragm, I thought. Took off running. He went maybe 70 yards, stopped, flicked his tail, walked real slow. The other buck was there with him. I think the other buck walked away because he was intimidated. He ended up bedding down at like 70 or 80 yards. I could see his head was up and moving. He was alert. I'm just waiting for him to die, and he didn't. That was at probably 4:15. Over the next hour and a half, he got up, took a few steps, flicked his tail, bedded down, and then I'd see head movement, alert, fast moving head movements when other deer were coming through. He did that till I couldn't see him anymore. The last time I saw him get up and move, the last few times he didn't move more than a few feet probably when he was bedding between beds, but I could still see his head moving back and forth, and it just got too dark to see. Basically, he was probably 120, 130 yards away. The whole time, after about 10 minutes of him bedding down, deer started filtering through. Probably 24 deer filtered through. And when they started filtering through, they came directly downwind of me, and they were there the entire night, like over an hour. Just feeding directly downwind of me. The more mature ones were checking me out, trying to figure out what I was, but I was just dead eye locked on this buck, trying not to lose sight of him, just through the trees and overhanging branches and stuff. And I mean, I think I kept a good eye on him till it was too dark to see. So many deer were directly around me, downwind of me, within 15 to 20 yards or less. It was crazy. Probably for an hour, deer were looking at me, stomping, and that kind of stuff, but they never blew, they never ran. And I rarely moved. My calves are actually sore from the way I was standing for so long. I'm using nose jammer. I took a nose jammer shower before I went and sprayed nose jammer on the tree. 2 big, like 6-foot long strips. And hey, it worked. I can't say it didn't. It absolutely worked. They 100% were all the way around me for a very long amount of time. And I never got winded. Anyway, decided to let the buck sit for the night. It is raining tonight a little bit. I don't think it's going to be real heavy, but who knows. The second arrow, I don't know where it went. I never saw the nock light up. Well, I never saw it after I shot. I saw it hit him and go into him. I did not see the arrow on the ground anywhere. I couldn't look with binoculars because I didn't have any. If it was down there, the nock didn't light or it broke or something. If on a normal circumstance, I would have looked for it with binoculars, but I could see the deer the whole time. I didn't want to take my eyes off of him. There were other deer around me that were trying to bust me the whole time. So, don't know if the second arrow's still in him or what the deal is. Anyway, tomorrow morning at 9, I'm dropping off my kids, and I'm going to go look for him. So, should have my buddy JD coming, and we're going to see if we can find him. Hopefully we do, and I think he's a pretty darn good buck. I don't know. I'll be sad if I don't recover him, that's for sure. I 100% think he's going to die. So, he's probably already dead. So, we'll see what we can do tomorrow, and see you tomorrow, I guess. Well, it's 10 o'clock, and he was laying about right where I left him. Hit him twice, right here. Both look like decent shots right now. I definitely punctured the gut, but we got him down. Pretty nice buck. No complaints. Wish I had the camera last night, but it is what it is, and excited to recover him. Good deer. Definitely heavy. Really cool looking. Nice 8-point. Good deal. My first arrow was a clean pass-through. If you look close enough in the video, you can see where it stuck in the ground after the shot. My second arrow was a pass-through as well, but I never found the arrow. Blood was also in short supply. However, the deer wasn't difficult to locate. You just never know what will happen out in the woods. I went out a few times during gun season, as my schedule allowed, but I never attempted to fill another tag. I was content just being out there.